Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer! Last episode, we found out that the bear god Oku, who we found in that barrel where we woke up, has shown up with an army of spirits and is just outside the gates of Mulsantir. The witches in charge of the place, well, they want us to go confront him, which we probably will. Before we do, we're looking around the town a bit. We found this Ice Troll Lodge place, a place of berzerkers. We spoke to one or two people in the last episode, but I think this area will have an entire episode going around it. So let's see what's going on. All berserk... Oh wait, Jirak. Welcome to Ice Troll Berserker Lodge, Outlander. Do you have business here? What is there to do around here? Well, there's always room for another at our tables, and if you'd like to test yourself, I'm sure one of our members would be happy to oblige you. What is this place? As I said, this is the Ice Troll Berserker Lodge, one of many such lodges scattered throughout our country. Men enter this lodge as boys and leave as true warriors of Rashomon. Where does the name come from? All Berserker Lodges are named after creatures found locally, and the fighting style of its members is usually patterned after the creature. I haven't seen any ice trolls since I came to Rashomon. There's a reason for that. Ice trolls are dangerous creatures that eat humans, so we've hunted down any that live too close to one of our settlements. Probably isn't an ice troll for miles and miles. Tell me about your fighting style. Trolls are legendary for withstanding blows that would cripple other creatures. We teach our warriors to do much the same. Can you teach me how to do that? Sorry, Outlander, that knowledge is for members only. Can I join your lodge, then? Sorry, Outlander, but it takes a special kind of warrior to join a Berserker Lodge. You wouldn't benefit from training with us anyway the way you fight. But I'll tell you what, if you can pass all of the traditional tests, we'll admit you as an honorary member. I must warn you, however, the test can be brutal, for there is no room for weakness in a Berserker's line of work. I'll give it a try, dangerous or no. That's the spirit! Talk to Yulia, Foravan, or Lena over there, and they'll administer their respective right. Good fortune to you. Let's see, what else? Do you know anything about that strange badger outside? So you've met our lodge's guardian. He may seem annoying, but if you truly intended any wrongdoing here, you'd have your hands full with that one, believe me. What can you tell me about the other people here? Oh, they're a rowdy bunch, but that's to be expected. The locals don't like us much, but we have our uses. Is there anyone in particular you wish to know about? Tell me about yourself. I'm a warrior, and lead my brothers and sisters into battle. When I was a boy, I'd lead the children of my neighborhood in mock wars against the children on the other side of town. As I grew up, I came to study strategy and tactics, learning how to best take advantage of terrain, use an enemy's numbers against him, and protect my own men as best I could. And now I lead my lodge. In times of war with the hated Thanes, I stand beside the witches, and a legion of ice troll berserkers stands behind me. I take pride in knowing that is who I am. Tell me about Lena. Oh, she's full of fire, that one is. She's wickedly fast with that knife of hers, and I've seen her drink nearly every man here under the table. Except me, that is. The other night she almost bested me, but landed face first in her stew right before I passed out. Since she's none the wiser, I made everyone tell her I wasn't even tipsy at the time. It's amusing how angry she gets. Tell me about Foravan. Our local giant tends to draw your attention, doesn't he? He's a fearsome warrior and a true comrade. We fought side by side in more battles than I can count. He can be a bit blunt, however, especially when dealing with women. He angered Yulia so badly with some comment the other day that it took 4 of us to prevent her from blowing up the lodge just to get at him. Tell me about Yulia. Yulia's presence might seem a little strange, but her potions and magic have saved more than a few here from Kelemvor's clutches. How about Sergei? Well, to be honest, I'm not so sure myself what his story is. He's the most powerful warrior I've ever seen, and handily beat the rest of us when we first challenged him, but he's just odd. He's definitely Rashemi, and says he's from Mulsantir, but his accent is foreign, and he sounds like nothing I've ever heard before. I've traveled quite a bit. But none of that is important, really. Sergei has stood beside us in many great battles and holds his own. That makes him as our brother as far as I'm concerned. What about Radu and Vic? Oh, the young ones constantly seek approval and go to ridiculous lengths to obtain it. Since it is my approval they seek most, I often find them in the midst of performing outlandish stunts. Still, they are growing as warriors, and the time will soon come for them to be accepted. For now, I keep my peace and enjoy the spectacle they provide. Tell me about Nakai. Our shaman walked these streets when I was a child, and his experience is a valuable resource to me. Some of the others find his manner disquieting, but I suppose that is the price you pay for such a powerful connection to the spirits of a land. Alright. Radu the Untested and Beardless Vic. Good day to you, stranger. I'm Radu, and Don't forget your title, lad! Radu the Untested. And this here is my fellow berserker in training, Vic. Beardless Vic! As you can see, they called me Beardless Vic, but not for long. Have you seen the stubble, Jurek? Jurek pauses the story he's telling to momentarily look at Vic, then turns back and resumes it. He'll come around, Vic. We just haven't proven ourselves yet. I know, but I can't take this much longer, Radu. We need to do something soon. Agreed. Stranger, you look like you've seen your share of fighting. Think you could help us out? What kind of help do you need? We need to prove our worth to the others. We've both just barely passed the initiation rites, and we're the youngest members of the lodge, so the other members look down on us. I guess I could show you some pointers. Really? That would help a lot. I have a feeling the others let us slide on the combat part of the initiation. Let's go to the practice area. After you. Had enough yet? I think we really learned a lot from that little session. Hey, you two! A couple of us were watching you practice. That wasn't half bad. You won't get far training with weak foreigners, though. Train with us next time. Hold on. Weak foreigners? Now, don't pay him much heed, stranger. He just has a lot of pride in our martial traditions. The good news is that the others will actually train with us now. Yes, and we owe it all to you. Oh, it was nothing. And we helped him a bit. Sure, why not? There's Lena. There's Foravan. There's Sergei. Can we actually speak with Sergei? I just want to talk to other people first. Nope, Sergei is sleeping. How about Foravan? Hail, stranger! Care to test your might against the mighty Foravan? Not today. Care to answer the questions of the inquisitive Travis? Well, why not? It'll be a while before any of the others have enough liquid courage in their gut to challenge Foravan this night. Tell me about yourself. Foravan was born here in Mulsantir, and from birth was always large for his age. However, Foravan was a timid child, and the other children would pick on him, despite his being larger than them. So what happened? One day, a gang of thieves attacked Foravan on the road, finding it amusing that so large a young man wouldn't fight back. At some point, Foravan stopped feeling pain. Instead, Foravan felt angry. It was like a wave of liquid fire crashed over Foravan's mind, blotting out all thought. All Foravan can remember is waking up, the unconscious bodies of the thieves strewn around him. When Foravan returned to town with the thieves, he was proclaimed a hero. When the tale of his deed was told, he was taken here, to train as a true berserker of Rashomon. The witches told Foravan he had a powerful gift, one that should be honed. Wait, you returned to town with the thieves? How did you bring them all back? Foravan carried them, of course. How many thieves are we talking here? Only 6, and they were small like you, so it wasn't much of a feat. I see. And you actually are big. Mind if I ask you another question? Not at all. Ask and Foravan will answer. What can you tell me about the lodge? This is a good place, one where men and women learn to unleash their inner beast. When such a power is harnessed, much good can be done. What can you tell me about Jurak? Jurak is a great warrior, and highly skilled with the spear. The others look up to him, as Foravan does. What can you tell me about Radu and Vic? The whelps are eager to learn, and should become fine warriors in time. Jurak wants us to be a little tough with them to start, to help toughen them up. What can you tell me about Yulia? A fine woman, Yulia. Foravan has told her many times that we would make strong babies, but she does not heed his counsel. What about Lena? Lena is the only one here Foravan would fear to face in battle. She likes to aim for tender spots, if you understand me.
Ooh, noted. What can you tell me about Nakai?
Foravan respects the spirits as much as any Rashemi. One who can speak to them is to be respected as well.
What can you tell me about Sergei?
Foravan does not know much about that one. One day he simply appeared in the doorway of the lodge and asked to fight each of us. When his turn came, Foravan faced him with war mace in hand, but something strange happened. One moment Foravan stood before him ready to crush his skull, and the next Foravan woke up on the ground. Foravan does not usually suffer such blackouts, and suspects some bad fish he had eaten that morning to be the cause.
Why do you always speak in the third person?
Foravan does not know what you mean.
Never mind. What's this table? Table is unremarkable save for some curious dents in the wood on one side. Looks like some blunt object has repeatedly smashed the same spot many, many times.
I'd greet you if I cared.
Jurek told me to ask you about one of the rites of initiation.
Ah, so you would attempt the rite of strength, Outlander?
I would.
Then Foravan will test you. We each put an elbow down on the table and clasp hands. When Foravan says go, we each try to push the other's hand down to the table. Simple, right?
Sure, but let's use our left arms.
Our left arms? What's the matter? Don't trust your weapon arm, stranger?
No, I just don't want to waste my stronger arm on you.
Oh, you've got guts! Foravan will give you that. Let's see if you've got any power to back your words.
Foravan places his arm down on the table and looks at you with a wolfish smile. Test your strength. It takes some effort, but you manage to pin the large Rashemi's arm to the table.
You beat me fair and square, Outlander.
Thank you, Foravan. You are indeed a mighty warrior. And good for the note. There's still Lena and Nakai. Though I don't see Sergei. Oh, Sergei's there. He's the passed out drunk. Alright. We'll talk with Lena next. Actually, you know what? Let's go tell Yulia about this. Yulia... I guess not. Hold on a second. Alright then. Yulia, Jurek told me to ask you about one of the rites of initiation. So you're another would-be berserker, eh? Well, I hope you've prepared, as the rite of endurance can be quite trying, even for Rashemi. What's the rite of endurance? The rite tests your ability to withstand extreme cold. One of the distinguishing features of the Ice Troll Lodge is our warriors' ability to fight in near-freezing temperatures. Are there any special rules? Only that you're not allowed to wear anything during the rite, other than basic clothing for modesty's sake. Also, all enchantments on the participant are dispelled before the rite begins. No items or spells, got it. Let's begin. Yulia tests the water, then makes a strange hand motion in your direction, causing a brief tingling sensation. With a smile, she beckons you to stand in it. As her first foot enters the liquid, you realize it is freezing cold. Cold enough for you, Outlander? Now, this test is pretty simple. All you have to do is stay in the tub long enough. Any questions? How long do I have to stay in? Till I say so. The freezing water steals the breath from your lungs, and your gasps draw a chuckle from the assembled crowd. Remain in the tub. Your body begins shivering uncontrollably. Ah, it's drawing health from me. Remain. Your shivering gets more pronounced, and your body is completely covered in goosebumps. You can't feel your feet anymore. Remain in the tub. A curiously warm feeling in your feet leads you to suspect there is something seriously wrong with them. Remain in it. The warm feeling passes to be replaced with needles of ice piercing you in 100 places at once. Remain in the tub. The shivering gets even worse, and you wonder for a moment what you're doing here before remembering you volunteered for this. Remain in the tub. You vaguely wonder if your skin was always so pale and observe a blue tinge to it you never noticed before. Remain in the tub. You stop shivering and decide it's a sign that your body is giving up the fight against the cold. Remain in the tub. You can barely concentrate on anything for more than a few seconds. Strangely, you have an odd desire to lie down in the water. Remain in the tub. You can barely feel your own heartbeat. The room around you seems empty, and you wonder where everyone went. Suddenly, strong hands grasp you, and you feel yourself lifted. You wonder momentarily what afterlife they will deposit you into when you are unceremoniously dumped onto a hard wooden floor. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. You're a survivor, stranger, and I doubt if even an ice troll could have done any better. Your things are in the chest by the tub. Thanks. How much health did I have left? 22! Wow! Okay. If I was in there for one more round, I'd be dead. Man, they were right about it being close. Alright, let's put all our things back on. Oh, wow. Everything got taken out. Alright, put on our things. We'll get health from some of it. Alright, now I gotta reorganize everything. Okay, that should stay there. Alright, we gotta put all the essences back there, too. Alright, and I was saving that, and that's how it's being saved. Okay, let me reorganize these. There we go. Okay, and we'll regain our hit points from the regeneration instead of having to rest. Alright, let's see this Lena now. Alright, Lena. Ah, another victim. Good, good. Have a seat, stranger. What do you have? Who are you again? The name's Lena, and I'm the loudest swear, dirtiest fighter, and sharpest tongue in this lodge. What's it to you? Nothing, just thought I'd ask. I see. Well, I just think I'll ignore you until you can think of something interesting to say. Couldn't ignore me if you tried, Lush. Lena ignores you.
Hey there.
What do you have? I like you already. Well, let's see. There's ale, and over there's some more ale, and if you're nice, I'm sure we can scrounge up some ale for you. Quite the selection. I'll take some ale. Here you go. To your health. And to yours. Mind if I ask you some questions? Not at all. Ask away. What can you tell me about this lodge? This place is my home. It's where all of us meet and train and fight. It's seen good times and bad, but it's always here for us when we need it. What do you think of Radu and Vic? Those two are still as clumsy as newborn cubs, but they're decent warriors in the making. At least they can hold their liquor better than Sergei here. Is Sergei the man on the floor? Sergei is always the man on the floor. If he weren't good in a scrap, I doubt the lodge would have ever accepted him. What do you think of Foravan? Now there's a man who can drink. Foravan and I have had quite a few at the contest, let me tell you. If you're interested in testing your brawn, he'll be happy to accompany you. Oh, excuse me. What do you think of Yulia? Oh, she's a tough one, she is. Smart, too. She makes most of the draughts that we sometimes drink before major battles. Oh, and she brews our ale, which makes her all right by me. What do you think of Jurak? Oh, don't get me started. Look, if anyone tells you that he drank me under the table a 10 days or so ago, let me know so I can break their jaw, all right? What do you think of Nakai? Oh, that crazy old shaman can't take a joke. I tried to soften him up some, but he's like a stone and always will be. Alright, farewell.
Hey there.
Jurik said to see you about one of the initiation rites. Ah, so you're a prospective member, eh? Hey lads, this one wants to undergo the rite of prowess. Alright, I'll wager my share of the next hunt that he doesn't make it past Foravan. Foravan? I don't know, he's a little slow. The Outlander might be able to take advantage of that. My money's on Lena, as always. Aren't you sweet? What do you say, stranger? Ready to get a little rough? Excuse me, but what exactly is the rite of prowess? It's our way of testing your mettle in combat. The members of the lodge will form a circle around you and a single opponent. One of you walks out. The other groans on the floor for a while. Beat enough of us and you pass. Are these fights to the death? No, but don't think that means we'll take it easy on you. If you lose, it'll hurt plenty, and accidents happen every so often. Who do you have to fight? Who do I have to fight? We'll start you off easy with a match against one of our junior members, but after that the floor will be open for anyone to challenge you if they wish. Since you're not from around here, expect quite a few challenges. Sounds interesting, but now's not the best time. Farewell. I need more health. And while I let it recover, let's go speak with Nakai the shaman.
The spirits are restless and they call for you. You should make haste to meet with them. Return to me once you have dealt with them and we can finish this conversation, provided you are still alive. I'll be back. Then maybe I shall speak to you upon your return.
I guess we're not speaking to the shaman now. We'll come back to you later. Alright, let's do a rest now, regain the rest of our health. Alright. Alright then, Lena! We're here for the initiation, right? Who do I have to fight? Let's begin then. Let's start you off easy. Radu, enter the circle.
Oh, can you at least pretend that I'm going to be a challenge?
My mistake. Stranger, your first opponent will be Radu the Great, slayer of... Well, he attacked that venison we had earlier pretty fiercely. Travis, enter the circle.
Oh, that's liable.
You've got some fighting skill, Outlander. Hopefully a real opponent will now step forward. Do I have any volunteers?
Foravan will pit his strength against this tiny man.
Yes, I suspected you would. Very well, Foravan, enter the circle.
Foravan will end this quickly.
That would be a first then, you lumbering ox. Travis, enter the circle.
They will die by...
Ooh, he does hit hard. He hits very hard. And he went berserk. Ow! You have less health than me. Almost got you. There we go. You begin to impress me. You've defeated a mighty opponent in Foravan, but there's more to fighting than brawn. Have I any more volunteers? I'll gladly pit my magic against the newcomer. Ah, this should prove quite the show. Let's see how you fare against magic, Travis. Yulia, enter the circle. Don't worry, Travis. I'll have a healing potion ready for you when this is over. Please try not to damage the lodge too badly this time, Yulia. Travis, enter the circle.
They will die.
Oh, wow. That's a big hit. Yeah, she's not even casting any spells. Well, now, I don't think any of us would have predicted that. Good thing you had that healing potion ready, Yule. Anyone else care to try their chances?
I'll give it a try.
Ooh, the great Jurek deigns to enter the circle already. You've made more of an impression than I'd have guessed, Travis. I suppose the rite will be finished if he can beat you, Jurek. Oh, and enter the circle.
You supposed correctly. Defeat me and no one will question your place among us, Outlander.
Travis, enter the circle. Okay, he's tough. I think I'm going to be able to finish him off. Oh no, he brought that out. Power attack. I think we need that. Okay, turn off the power attack. We can finish him. One more hit. Well done, Travis. I do believe Jurek is blushing. Under all that blood, that is. But the important thing is that you've passed the rite and are one step closer to joining our esteemed lodge.
Thank you. It was an honor to challenge your warriors.
Alright. That went well, all things considered. Sophia?
Yes?
Thank you.
Command.
I think that was all of the challenges there were. Jurek. I've completed all of the initiation rites.
I know. I've watched you humble our members, and I can say with pride that you are now one of us.
Does this mean I can train in your fighting style?
Sadly, no. The way you fight is too different from our methods. You would have to learn to fight much more aggressively to incorporate our techniques. Still, I can show you a few things. And that's it. You now have a firm grasp of how our style works. Continue to practice and you will be nigh invulnerable on the field of battle.
Thank you, Jurek. No, thank you, Outlander, for reminding us that as strong as we are, there are others who are just as strong. We must not, will not fall into a sense of complacency. We shall train twice as hard from this day forward. The other berserkers groan loudly. Just for that, you're all swimming 2 laps across the river tomorrow. The berserkers groan again, but not so loudly. Oh, and now that you're a member, Travis, you may wish to speak to the others again and train with them. They'll have harder challenges in store for a fellow berserker, but such challenges are often more rewarding. Thanks for the advice. Okay. Radu? Stranger, welcome. Vic and I have been shown a great deal more respect ever since you helped us. Glad to hear it. It's all thanks to you. Your next ale's on us, stranger. And we have some ales. Not that I'm ever going to drink it, because alcohol. Let's see if they have other things. Yulia. I hear congratulations are in order. Now that you're one of us, you can take the advanced endurance test if you'd like. Or did you just wish to converse? Tell me about the advanced test. In the basic test, we test a warrior's endurance against the kind of cold you'd typically find out in the frozen plains. In the advanced version, we test a warrior's endurance against supernatural cold. Do I get anything if I pass? There is a reward, never fear. Alright, give me a sec. I nearly died on the last one, but let's see what happens with this one. This time, Yulia sprinkles some sparkling powder into the water, which immediately crystallizes it. Smiling in satisfaction, her hand weaves a strange pattern in the air before beckoning you to enter. You find yourself completely unprepared for how much colder the water is than before. Your body immediately goes numb, and you wonder if this was such a good idea. 70 damage, oh boy. Remain in the tub. The chill of the water permeates your being, and you suddenly feel a strong empathy for those adventurers unfortunate enough to meet their fate at the wrong end of a white dragon. Remain in the tub. The top of the water is frozen over again, encasing you, and your sluggish mind recalls tales of the hells relating how some of its levels are composed of unending ice. Remain in the tub. Ah, so that's what your limit is. Still impressive as it is, it's still not enough. Your belongings are in the chest, don't forget to grab them. Yeah, I'm just gonna reload here. Just to save on all that effort that would go through redoing everything. Alright, Foravan, what about you? Do you have an advanced test? You beat me fair last time, stranger, but then so have all my brothers. But none have ever beaten me when the rage is upon me. Care to test yourself against my full might? I look forward to the challenge. Know that Foravan will hold nothing back this time, my friend. If you lose, you'll lose hard. Understood. Let's go. Ha! You are brave, Foravan will give you that. Let us begin, then. Foravan begins muttering to himself. After a few seconds, he starts slapping himself hard on the face. His muttering soon gets louder, and his skin grows beet red. The muttering soon becomes shouting, though you can't understand a word he's saying. Spittle flies from his mouth as the slapping and shouting continue. Finally, Foravan turns to look at you, his face a mask of pure, unadulterated rage. He takes a seat and places his arm on the table, his eyes on you the entire time. Test your strength? The berserker's eyes flash as he slams your hand into the table, splintering the wood. Pain shoots up your arm, and he laughs heartily. Ha ha ha! None can beat the mighty Foravan! Foravan flexes as the other berserkers chant his name. Sophia.
Yes?
Do you happen to have... You don't have bull strength. Well, unfortunate. We'll need to get stronger. And I don't want that strength decrease thing, so give me a sec. Alright, one more test that I can check to see what the advanced one is, and that's Lena. Greetings, Travis. What can I do for you? Or did you wish to enter the circle again? I can enter again? Didn't I beat everyone last time? You beat some of our members last time, but not all. Enter the circle again, and I can assure you things will go differently. I like a challenge. Let's go. We're going to do things a little differently this time. Nakai, might I ask a favor? Not after what happened last time, you sotted wench. Look, everyone but you agrees that the fake snow leopard fur cloak was a funny idea. Everyone agrees that you drink too much and talk even more. Make your request so I can get back to my fire. Fine. Can I borrow one of your cats for a bit? No, you may not borrow one of my cats, fool girl. What in the hells would you want? Oh, I see.
You wish to test the newcomer.
I do, O most wise elder.
Pah, so be it.
Wonderful! Travis, enter the circle. Face
To the
Nikai's pet. Oh, it's hard to hit. Because it's like invisible or something. Okay, I can still hit it. And it's immune to critical hits. Interesting. But it doesn't do much damage to me, so this can be an easy fight. Almost. Oh, sorry about that, Nikai. I'm sure you'll have him all patched up in no time. Now, I had wanted you to face a completely different set of foes this time around, but one of the contestants from last time demanded a
Foravan would face you again, Travis.
As I was saying, Foravan here has demanded a rematch, and he's somewhat difficult to turn down.
Foravan will not hold back this time.
Yes, because last time you were the spirit of restraint, weren't you? Travis,
This
enter the
one's
circle.
mine.
Okay, he hits hard.
This one's mine.
Okay, the power attacks should help here. Ow. Ow. Almost. Let's hear it from mighty Foravan, who has redeemed his honor in the circle. You are warned, Travis. Foravan did not hold back this time. You know what? I think we need to, come back when we're a bit stronger.
Yes.
Impressive as this was, I'm sure we'll be able to come back later. That said, I was right. This did make a good episode, and even a bit longer than normal. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we're going to go back to looking through this place, see what else we can find in the town. Till then, I'm Chester44. That is Travis, Ignam, Sophia, and Kaji. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, and I shall see you all next time.